Welcome to Schumann Stadium in Muncie, Indiana, home to the Ball State Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Akron Zips, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cardinals will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. So Akron's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Using his legs, it's Curry. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks. Last week, they've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
Got it in the middle, it's Hills. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Zips send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Ball State Cardinals offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the middle. That's reeled in. It's Thacker. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll get rid of it. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Wiggles free. He's in open space downfield. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love that.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the grab close to the logo. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Buying some time. Unleashes to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Cardinal. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The sure hands, it's Newell. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Fires on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Because the QB anticipated that curl route so well, he got it to his receiver early against zone coverage. He had space to work with. After he caught the ball, he was
turning it on. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Zips come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion. Passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salaam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 14 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Takes the handoff. It's Ashley. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the ground. He's got it again. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. Ball State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get up.
Oh, he's got some space. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Thacker. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Newell. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. The Zips with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll try it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll pull it down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Zips will send out the punt unit. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, bro.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Thacker. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Hold. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. give to the back. Finding an escape route. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but...
Fires and picked off.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Zips will line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Taylor wants to throw it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the...
Sends it downfield. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Akron! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Taylor. Catch in the middle. It's Durham. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Throw toward the sidelines is caught, but it's out of bounds and incomplete. Second down coming.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, what a scene there in Muncie. What a fine performance we've seen.
And the Zips will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Taylor wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. First down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they're not on the same page there. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Gets the back moving. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Bought a little time. Lets it go.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Here comes the heat. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Zips will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He'll keep it himself.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Makes the grab outside. It's Anthony. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Ashley. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Working that left side now. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where
breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Thacker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Pressure coming. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ball State.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. with the extra point. It's a 21-10 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 25 over Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give is to Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. That brings us to the close of the quarter, and Ball State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push.
Looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
4th and goal from the 3. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Yeah, and I love calling the QB's number. I don't care if he gets hit down near the goal line. 4th and goal, I need him to make a play. Nice job being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the tight end.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions. Got to go for it on 4th down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter 4th down. but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive plays.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays.
Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving. Get it.
Touchdown, Ball State. And the beatdown has ensued. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Davis. Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Runs through the tackle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Newell. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the run, it's Curry. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the
ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. They go to the draw. And that is how we will wrap this one up.